Hey folks, how are you? Today I've got another video for you. Today I'm going to talk about two cars that I've owned. Currently I have the Audi A3, but I have also owned the Jetta TSI. In fact, I have owned two Jetta TSIs, a 2012 and a 2014 model. Now I'm driving the Audi, and a lot of people who are considering buying either of these two cars often get stuck between choosing an A3 2.0 turbo with the Golf GTI engine or a Jetta TSI, be it a 211 horsepower or a 200 horsepower. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the differences between the two cars, cost effectiveness, and everything else. To begin, let's talk about engines. Starting with the A3's engine, it has a 2.0 engine with a 6-speed DSG transmission, and apart from the 6-speed DSG transmission, it has 220 horsepower. This engine setup is exactly the same as the Golf GTI's. Now when it comes to the Jetta, here we have a 2012 model. This Jetta has 200 horsepower, but there's also the 211 horsepower Jetta. For the Stage 2 preparation, what would that be like? For example, with aftermarket enhancements like a new intake, exhaust, and a remap, the A3 can extract more power while maintaining the original turbine compared to the Jetta, be it a 200 or a 211 horsepower model. So, for those who are looking to buy one of these cars with power in mind, the A3 or Golf GTI is capable of pulling out more power and more torque than the Jetta. This is due to both the turbine and some new technologies that we see in the A3 and the Golf GTI, which we still don't have in the Jetta. However, in the future, it could be possible that the new Jetta models will come with this engine, which is the 220 horsepower engine. Eventually, we will be able to extract the same power. Now, I'd like to discuss some differences and some points as I have owned both of these cars. I can share what I liked about each one, including my thoughts on the two brands and a bit about my experiences with both cars. In fact, I owned the Jetta for almost 6 years because I had two Jettas. In the case of the A3, I've had it for almost 2 years, so I can provide a good amount of information for those of you who are interested in buying one of these two cars. Let's get into it. In relation to the two cars, I'm going to compare the Jetta and the Audi from the same year, 2016, correct? If we take a fully equipped Jetta with the premium package, wheel package, paint package, the Jetta would cost on average around $110,000 to $115,000 for the A3 in 2016. You would find it in the range of around $120,000 to $125,000 in 2016. The price difference isn't huge between the two cars. The only main difference is the brand and of course what you believe will offer you the most joy. Both cars are really cool. I like both of them a lot. I even miss my Jetta. It brought me a lot of joy and I had a lot of fun with it. The car is a 10 out of 10, but let's go over some differences and advantages I found with the A3. For example, the A3 comes standard with xenon and LED headlights. This is not an optional feature. All A3s come with xenon and LED headlights. In the case of the Jetta, this is an optional feature, so you would have to spend more to have xenon and LED headlights on the Jetta. Meanwhile, on the A3, you don't have to spend any additional money. You buy the car, and it always comes with them. Another cool thing, all A3s that are 2.0 come with a panoramic sunroof. In the case of the Jetta, this is also an optional feature, so you would have to invest more money to have the sunroof on the Jetta, whereas with the A3, it comes as standard. Another cool point that's worth highlighting is the paintwork on the Audi. It comes as metallic or pearlized, already included from the factory. In the Jetta, you would also have to pay extra to have a better paint job on your car. One advantage I see with the Jetta over the A3 is that the A3 doesn't come with seat heating, right? In the Jetta, all models since 2008. One of the advantages that I see is that the Jetta comes with heated seats. The factory has been around since 2011, and as we know, until 2018, the A3 didn't have the option of seat heating. This is one of the features that sets the Jetta apart from the Audi A3. Another interesting point is that both cars come with an electric seat. In the Audi, it's standard, while in the Jetta, it's an option that requires an additional cost. When comparing the two, I find that while the A3 is a bit more expensive, it comes complete. With the Jetta, you have to keep spending more money and buying options. The dealership keeps pushing these options on you. The A3 is more comprehensive, and in terms of sales, I think it's more worthwhile. The market situation with the Jetta is tricky, as there are versions with a caramel-colored seat, while others come with the xenon headlight system, and then there's the Jetta 100. This creates a wide range in price, whereas with the A3, All the models are complete and the only optional feature is the GPS, which almost no one buys because it costs around 10,000 Brazilian reais. Considering this, it's not worth it, as there is no advantage to it. Speaking of the GPS, the Jetta also has this as an extra option. If you want GPS in the Jetta, you have to get the GPS package. The Audi also has this option as a package, but no one gets it because it is quite expensive and therefore not worth it. One of the things that Jetta owners really appreciate. Unfortunately, the Audi does not offer this, and I miss it from the Jetta. The Audi A3 only has a black interior, no other color options. But in the Jetta, we have that beautiful caramel interior, which is absolutely stunning. It also comes in a terracotta color, which is hard to find in the Jetta, but is very attractive, and some people on the market do have it. In terms of fuel efficiency, I found the Audi A3 to be slightly more economical than the Jetta. Speaking of finish, the A3 is a bit better in terms of finish. It's not significantly better, but it is indeed slightly better than the Jetta in terms of finish, and it also has superior sound insulation. But this is not to say that the Jetta falls short in the market. The Jetta has a great finish and impressive sound. Speaking of sound, one of the things that really surprised me about the A3 was the high quality sound with very strong bass. The Jetta's sound system is slightly inferior to that of the A3, but it is still a great sound system. This is a comparison between both cars. They both have their strengths and weaknesses. For example, you might think I am only criticizing the Jetta or praising it. One of the things I love about the Jetta is something that, in my opinion, the Audi A3 greatly lacks considering its price. The Jetta comes standard with a parking sensor at both the front and back. But for the Audi A3, you will pay $120,000 for a car. That only has a rear parking sensor. It doesn't come with a front parking sensor as standard, which I find very disappointing. One might expect a more expensive car to offer this feature. I think it would be great for Audi to implement a front parking sensor in the Audi A3 models. Another cool feature of the Jetta is that everything you adjust on the air conditioning gets displayed on the screen. This doesn't happen in the A3. In the A3, the air conditioning adjustments only get displayed on the air conditioning control, not on the screen. This is one of the things I find cool about the Jetta. You can operate the air conditioning and it directly displays on the screen. It's something I really like. The Jetta also gains a lot of points in this category. In addition to having a front parking sensor, when you engage the reverse gear in the factory standard Jetta, a graphic appears on the multimedia center screen to show you the distance. The A3 doesn't have a visual mode on the screen, which I think is a drawback. I've missed some features from my Jetta that aren't available in the Audi. For example, in the top of the line, fully loaded Jetta, you have door sensors for locking and unlocking, and a keyless ignition system where you just press the button on the dashboard to start and stop the car. My A3 model doesn't have this feature though. I know some might argue that the A3 has other options, but I'm comparing both cars from the year 2016. The cost for maintenance and servicing of both cars doesn't differ significantly either. It's crucial to research well the cost of maintenance, because we know that with the Jetta you can end up at a dealership that might charge a hefty amount, as can an Audi dealership. Both cars have very similar gearboxes, both use DSG and have 6 speeds. They aren't exactly the same, but they're very close. The engines are very similar, although the A3 can squeeze out a bit more power. The A3 2016 model comes with LED headlights, as does the Jetta 2016 model, if I'm not mistaken. So in terms of LED headlights, both cars perform very well. In terms of wheels, both cars come with 17-inch Zaro wheels with 225 and 45/17 tires. So they follow the same system, same size, there's no difference. The interior of both cars is very appealing. I won't be showcasing that in this video because it's for those who are interested in buying an A3 or a Jetta and want to clear up their doubts. In my opinion, for those who want to speed, the A3 is a better option as its engine has greater potential. However, the Jetta is more advanced in terms of optional features. It has heated seats, parking sensors in the front, and a display for the car on the screen, so there are many things that also count in favor of the Jetta. Besides, the Jetta is a fantastic car. I had two and really loved them. I switched to the A3. Some things made me a bit sad, others made me very happy, but obviously you can't change cars expecting them to be exactly like the previous one. Now, regarding insurance, I can share my experience. I live in a certain region, so to give you an idea of how much I paid for my Jetta, I bought it new, just like the A3 in 2016. For my Jetta, I paid $3,000 at the time with Porto Seguro. Nowadays, I pay $3,800 for the A3. This price difference is due to the car being a bit more expensive, and also the spare parts are a bit pricier. But don't be alarmed, the difference in insurance prices between the two isn't massive. When I was considering changing cars, I thought about the Golf GTI because of the mechanical similarities with the A3, but the expensive insurance for the GTI deterred me from it. Well, if you like the video or still have any doubts between the Jetta or the Audi A3, leave a comment about what you want to know or what your doubt is. Of course, like the video, share it, send it to your friends. For that friend of yours who has the Jetta or the A3, or if you have a friend who's debating between the two cars, send it to them. Give the channel a boost and of course leave a like to help us grow the channel more and more. Take care everyone, bye bye.